These folks you've heard about quite a lot, particularly if you're involved in the paranormal, because they've done some terrific productions. Some that have scared us, many that have excited us, educated us, told us about some of the things that are experienced out there. And to see that done for us in such a superb fashion, we are extraordinarily thankful for. For those who are just joining us, we have the Booth brothers, Philip and Christopher, with us, and we're extraordinarily thrilled to have them. One of the things I want to ask too, Philip and Christopher, some of the upcoming things that you have that are going to be coming. As a matter of fact, I believe that the docudrama The Possessed is coming out. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's going to be out on DVD. But The Possessed is a very interesting story because we touch, first of all, possession as one of the most authentic spiritual possessions of 1877, the Watseka Wonder, which, if anybody knows the history, they'll know that that's one of the most documented possessions ever done.
Yes. She used to come visit my grandmother in Kansas.
I guess it must have made you somewhat frightened to talk to her at first then.
It did at first. My brother and I kind of walked around her at first when, because we heard this story.
I have found that most of the people in the town are very familiar with the story and have very different opinions. Those that think it's the most beautiful story, as well as without a doubt, it's all true.
It was everywhere. It was all over the news, and it was everywhere. And even the Dalai Lama back then was informed of the case and his opinion versus reincarnation.
It's one of the most unusual cases on record, spirit possession. Here we have a case where a dead person stepped into the body of a young girl.
This is written in a pamphlet called The Watseka Wonder. It was written by Dr. E.W. Stevens, who was a first-hand witness to the latter half of the story.
It's basically the possession of a 13-year-old girl by an 18-year-old girl who died 12 years earlier.
Possession is a very hardcore type thing. It takes a lot to be able to free these children with the spirits that actually inhabit them.
Something changed in me. I could feel it. I felt anger.
Kept wanting to stab them and hurt them really bad.
Just went blank, and when I came to, I had 3 to 4 bounty hunters and police officers holding on to me.
And his head just started flashing back and forth as somebody was just slapping him. He was really scared.
I didn't want to see it.
He raised his head up, his eyes were pure white, and he started shaking his head around.
We really filmed it like a film, and then we shot all the real houses, the 2 houses that are there, and we went to all the places that were associated with it.
I feel like down through here is where I feel bad. Again, I hear the word mommy.
Well, everybody knows that this house was the Vennum house. Lorancy Vennum lived here, but she was possessed by the spirit of Mary Rock.
And then I heard something. I looked up and I saw a ghost.
We just went back there, Chris, 4 weeks ago and did a real seance there like they did 130 years ago. But we did it with all Bill Chappell's gadgets, the biometric, the obelisk, the paranormal.
Oh, no kidding.
Wow.
Wow, I'm
impressed.
impressed.
Every device you could think of was set up around a table, kind of like in the movie Orphanage, if you've seen that, where they sat all on the table, and then we had a medium contact Mary, and then ask the same questions they asked 130 years ago.
Who is with us today, child?
What we found out through the EVPs.
What is your name?
The thermal imagery.
What's that?
Is mind-blowing.
I
think at some point when you're possessed, you get controlled by angels or by demons.
That Laurentia had been possessed by the spirits of their dead daughter.